Going live using third-party software is way easier than using direct on platform. In fact, StreamYard has a free version that will get you up and running with only a few limitations, like the StreamYard logo, there's 720p max quality, 2 hours local recording, no overlays or logos, and no streaming pre-recorded videos. But fam, everything else works. Video clips, backgrounds, background music, and sound effects, destinations like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, even streaming vertical is all included. I'm gonna walk you through streaming for free with StreamYard step by step in the full video. If you're new here, I'm Kirk Nugent, live video coach, and on this channel, I give you the step-by-step guides and practical tutorials for the do-it-yourself video creator that learns visually. And in this video, we're gonna show you how to maximize the free version of StreamYard so that you can do all the things that you can get done on StreamYard for free. In fact, I want you to put me on the big screen, okay? Put me on the big screen and walk through this process with me step by step so that by the time this video is done, guess what? You'll be ready to go live. So with that said, let's go. All right, so here we are on my desktop, and this is StreamYard.com. StreamYard.com is where you'll need to go to, and this is what it'll look like when you go there if you don't have an account. Now, if you have an account, it's probably gonna automatically log you in and take you to the dashboard, but I'm showcasing this because I want you to see exactly how to get it all set up. So here's StreamYard.com. I'm going to say, get started, right? So it says get started, it's free. Clicking there, and it takes me to this place to either log in or create an account. So you see here at the bottom, it says already using StreamYard, log in. That's not me. I'm gonna put an email address in here, and I'm gonna blur this out, y'all, so that you don't see it. I'm definitely wanting to keep that safe, and it's gonna send me a code to my email address. Then I put that code in and we are ready to go. Now it comes back with this screen that says, welcome, what's your main reason for using StreamYard? I'm gonna just say live streaming. I could put recording as well, but live streaming is the main thing because that's the point of this video today. We want to showcase how you can stream for free with StreamYard. Now it says try professional plan, try professional for $1. Nope, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna go stay with the free plan. And so we've exited out of that dialog box that will continue to pop up here, welcome, and it's trying to offer us some things for $1. That's cool, but we're not gonna use it. So I'm gonna exit. It may stay up there for you, but we're gonna continue to use the free plan because I want you to see what can be done for free. Now, the next thing you wanna do once you've created your account, there's a number of things here, library, destinations, members, all this other stuff. You do get one member free with the free plan. One member is included, so in addition to yourself, you can add a member to your team on the free plan. You can set up a test studio, add a destination, and that's the first thing we wanna do. Now, they have this nice little dialogue right here on the main screen that says add a destination. For most of us, you just go to the destination screen, and if you come back here, you'll see it'll take you to the same place. They both take you to the same place. So first thing we want to do is add your destinations. Now, in this instance, we're going to need to add probably a Facebook page. We're going to add a YouTube channel. Maybe you need to add LinkedIn. Maybe you need to even add Instagram. All of those things, you will walk through the process of doing that. I am going to add them in quick succession right now. It'll take some time, but once you have your destinations added, it'll look something like this. I just added one of each. How it all works on Facebook, composition on LinkedIn, bridge on YouTube, and then of course my own account on Instagram. So those are the destinations that we have added. With that, we can go back to the home screen, and we now want to create a studio. So let's create a studio. Just a couple minutes in, and we have destinations added, we have an account created, we haven't paid any money. So I want to create a studio, and the first thing we want to do is select live stream right here. Live stream, live stream. It's going to have studio or pre-recorded. Look what happens when you hit pre-recorded. It now says, hey, pre-recorded is one of those features that you have to upgrade your plan for. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to stay with studio. Studio is where we want to be. I want to stream to, I'm going to stream to YouTube, and I'm going to have this be unlisted. Test stream, and we simply go in there. We can click schedule for later. We can upload a thumbnail. We can do all the things to schedule that live stream right from here. Let's do that real quick. Let's upload a thumbnail, and we're going to go to assets. I think I have something here that's just generic. Yeah, that's generic enough. Boom. We have that. We'll use that as our thumbnail, and we will set that for somewhere in the future, 4 p.m. on the 28th. Okay. Maybe that's not the future by the time you're watching this. So we click create live stream. All right. Unlisted, creating 1 moment. And that's the process. I want you to get used to the process of creating a live stream here in StreamYard in the free account. Now we have this live stream that's been created. I want you to know that you can actually create a recording as well. So let's create a recording. This is a test recording. Boom, test recording. Right here, you have the option to do a local recording. I'm going to click on that. And what that does is it allows for you and your guests' video and audio to be recorded locally on your computer and then uploaded after the recording is done. Now, keep in mind, on the free plan, you do have a 2-hour limit, and it resets every 30 days. So this will reset on the 16th. Free plan is limited to 2 hours per month of local recordings. So keep that in mind as well. Let's create our test recording. And now once we create our test recording, it's going to take us into the studio. I don't want to go there yet, so I'm going to click back on StreamYard. Let's click back on StreamYard. And now we can see on our dashboard, we have our scheduled live stream and we have our test recording, right? So both of them are here. Doesn't matter which one you go into, y'all. I want you to know that. Doesn't matter which one you go into, you can kind of set up and configure things the way that you want to. Test recordings is good. It's always good to have a little test recording, quote unquote, room. I like to call them a test room that you have right here on in your dashboard that you can utilize really quickly. So you can enter that test recording, and there's a couple of things you want to do right as you get ready to get in here. Now, for my computer, I think it's already picked up. It's already been given access to my camera and microphone, but you may have something that pops up here in the top left of your screen that says, do you want to give StreamYard, or probably Google Chrome, access to your camera and microphone? You want to say yes to that so that you can gain access here. You can put in your display name. Let's go to settings real quick. General. Remember, we can't go any higher than 720p. If I try to, it's going to say, hey, do you want to upgrade? No, we don't want to upgrade. 720p is a limitation, but it is there. I want you to also know that you have the option to do portrait mode, which means you can switch to vertical. So that if you're streaming to Instagram, you can actually switch so that it's at that native vertical orientation. Or if you're streaming to YouTube and you want it to be vertical, you can do it here as well. Camera, I'm going to select the same camera that you're seeing me in. I'm selecting that camera right now, but of course it's going to be 720p. You can mirror the camera so that you can turn it the other way if that messes you up. You can also touch up your appearance. You have that option to touch that appearance up there and make it a little soft or whatever. I don't like using that feature, but I just want you to know that that functionality is here in the free version of StreamYard. Audio, you want to make sure you select your audio interface or whatever your mic is plugged into. Maybe it's plugged directly into your computer. Maybe you're using the onboard microphone, which is like, your MacBook or your laptop microphone. Whatever it is, you want to select that microphone here, select your speakers here so that you can hear. And I always like to do the little test, and I can hear that. So you want to make sure you include those things in your process for going in. Some people like to use virtual backgrounds, and you're seeing already that's giving you a notice. Heads up, the green screen feature uses a bit more computer resources than other features, so you do want to make sure you make note of that. But if you know it's going to be fine, maybe you've used it in something else, you can say okay and move on. I'm not going to use it, but I did want you to be able to see that it does, have the blur option. There are some things that you can do there. I'm not going to use it, but again, like I mentioned, I wanted to showcase that feature is there. Recording, we looked at this already, but I did want you to see that that's there. Hotkeys, critical point here, even on the free plan, you have hotkeys, which means you also can use a Stream Deck. And I'm not going to get into the Stream Deck here, but maybe I'll leave a card right here at the top of the screen for you to be able to check out how to use a Stream Deck with StreamYard. And then, of course, you can always invite guests, and we can set up those guests by simply clicking and taking this link and sending that to the guest, or you can actually go back to the main section and add a guest from there. I'll show you that in just a second. We've set up everything now, camera, mic, settings for all the different things that we want to do in our recording. Now I can click on the big blue button that says Enter Studio. Once I do that, it's going to give me a little message. Hey, local recordings are enabled. We'll record high quality separate audio and video tracks for each participant. Here's how it works. It's going to give you some information there. Some of it I've already shared with you. I'm going to say, got it. This is a brand new account. So we're all seeing this together. And you'll see right here on the side that it says recording. And you can click on that and it says you are running out of storage space. So it's basically saying because I only have 2 hours, it's running out of storage space. I'm going to go through some of these on the side here in just a second, but I want you to see the entire layout here. This is StreamYard. This is what we call being inside the studio, inside StreamYard. For those of you who are coming in brand new, you're just setting up StreamYard for the first time, I want you to kind of drink this in. This is where you'll do your work, whether you're doing a recording with a guest, whether you're doing a live stream. This is what it looks like. You can see that the Powered by StreamYard logo is here in the top right of the program window. I want to give you some terminology that will really help you on your journey for streaming. Even as you get started with a free plan, everything in this black square is the program window. That black square is what your guests see. They don't see all the rest of the stuff that's going on. This is why we call it production, because the guests don't see the inner workings of what you have happening on your screen. I can mute my mic here. I can stop my camera here. You can see it stop right on the side here. I can start my camera. I can go back to settings. This looks familiar from what we saw before. General, camera, audio, virtual background. And then there's another one there called layouts, and we're going to dive into that in a little bit. Then we can go into present. I can share my screen from here. So you can share screen in the free plan. You can add a video file from here. So you can play a video file from your local computer in the free plan. That's kind of big, y'all. I want y'all to make sure you know that. That's kind of huge, because if you do have something that's larger, right now you can play video clips in the system, but you'll see that there is a limitation. So being able to play videos from this functionality here really is clutch. So if I go here and find this video, I'm going to click open, and that's going to bring that video in, brings it right up on screen, and I can actually remove that and have it sitting in the bottom here just waiting for me, or I can add it to the stage and I can actually turn the audio up and down on that video. But this is going to require good internet, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to show you another way to play a video in just a second. So we have that, and we have my camera. We have the invite button. This is what I meant before. This is the same link that's at the top URL. My URL is hidden. You can't see that, but this is the link that you would take, copy, send it to a guest for them to be able to connect into the studio so that you can record with them. Whether you're going to do a live show or you're going to do a recording, this is how you would do it. Copy that link. You can even integrate your Gmail or email or messenger and just send you the link that way as well. So those are the ones. The last option here is leave studio. We don't want to click that one because it's self-explanatory, right? It will take you out of the studio. So we can click this button here, these three dots, and say remove from studio. I'm going to do that right now because we're going to go fresh through some of the other pieces. Comments, this is how comments look. You can put a comment on screen. I'm going to leave that comment on screen just for you to be able to see. Again, program window is that black box, and everything in that black box is what your audience will see. And so they would see the comment like that. Now, if we want to make some changes to that comment, we can go into brand and select the different themes. You have these themes here. One is classic. You can see how that changes it. Minimal, you can see how that changes it. And block, you can see how that changes it. I personally am a fan of bubble, so I'm going to put that up on the screen. In fact, I'm going to even put my camera on the screen so you can see what that looks like. We have the StreamYard logo over there, comment down here. Now, let's go back to comments, take that comment off, go up to banners. Let's look at what banners look like. And banners, you can create a banner and say, thank you for joining us today. Let's know where you're, why. You can tell I've done this before. From in the comments. All right, you can type that in and then just say scroll as a ticker across the bottom. And you can add that. And now that is a option for you to just click and have that scroll on the bottom of the screen. Again, The program window is what your audience sees. So that is where you get to control it. This is why we call it production. And again, this is all free. So you have that ticker on the bottom right there. You can also see my name, or at least my handle, at Kirk R. Nugent, on the screen. And I can click on these three dots and edit my name here. So I can change my name here if I wanted to. I kind of like that name, but I can also watch what happens when I click on a banner, not a ticker. Notice that this one says ticker, these other ones don't. So I'm going to click on this and see that's an actual banner. Doesn't slide across the screen. It just sits there. It's more for static information that you want to be able to share with your audience. And so you can see what that looks like. And that does take down my name. When I take that off, the name comes back. When I take the ticker off, the name slides down. Now we're on the brand tab. In the brand tab, we can change our brand color. Notice that there's blue and white. You can change it to whatever you want. And you can go wild. Maybe if you have your hex code, you already know what your brand hex code is. You can change that there. Again, I'm going to put the banner back up on screen, and we're going to see what that looks like when we change it to classic, minimal, and block. The banners and comments change based on the theme that you have selected. So keep that in mind as well. Again, all of this that I'm showing you is available on the free plan. You can also do a headline, and you can see now that my name is got my handle at Kirk R. Nugent, and then I also have how it all works. How it all works. I have that on the screen there as well. So then we can also do some overlays. These overlays are the ones that come with the free plan. You cannot add any overlays on the free plan, right? You can't add any overlays. And what are overlays? Overlays is a screen that just covers up the whole screen for the program window. It covers up everything. And so they can still hear me with this overlay up, but they don't necessarily see me. And so you can see when I click it to show it, it shows it. When I click it to hide it, it hides it, right? So you have a welcome one, you have a be right back, BRB, and then you have a thank you. And so they have those built into the free plan because those are kind of the standard ones that you always need for overlays. But even though you don't have the ability to add overlays, you do have the ability to add video clips. And so right now I'm actually coming into video clips. Let's go into the folder I've got already created for this. And I've got a couple of videos that I do want to add, and I'm going to add that in. And then under backgrounds, right? Video backgrounds are now supported in Studio. All right, so now it says customize your background. Free plan comes with example background images and videos. If you'd like to use your own custom background, check out our upgraded plan. So we cannot do upgraded backgrounds, but we do have some that are already built into the system, which is pretty cool. So now I've added a video, and so we want to make sure that you can add this video and showcase that video. That video looks kind of familiar that's one of the videos that we played. I play that video every time I'm going to record a YouTube video. We do also have background music, and again, you can upload your own music from your computer. And so if I go to music, I've got some music that I can upload here, and I can add that music, and you can see that processing there at the bottom. All of these features are available to you in the free plan. One of the things that I also love is that you do have the ability to create custom layouts. So now you see here, there's a custom layout. I'm gonna just add a quick one. And so we're going to click add a dynamic. So we're going to put in a media slot. I'm going to make that media slot take up the whole screen. And then I'm going to add a camera slot. I'm going to make that camera slot cropped. So we'll crop in a little bit. You can see me on there, and put that right around there. And I'm going to save that. I'm just going to let's call it presentation layout. Presentation. So now we have all these layouts across the bottom, and these layouts are all layouts that you can utilize with your guest. This is a solo layout, 2-person layout. So it says here, invite a guest to see how this layout looks, but you can also do a news layout, the presentation layout. Let's say you're sharing a screen. So let's add some slides to the system. I'm going to say from my computer, upload a file. I'm going to upload a PDF file. Let's go back to downloads. Here we go. I'm going to upload a PDF file. This is all on the free account, y'all. I wanted you to see this because it's all on the free account, and you can see what this looks like. I'm going to change my background here a little bit. Let's change it to this one. Okay, perfect. Now, when I add this in, you can see that this screen layout profile now takes precedence, or I can do this one, and you can see that this is there as well, or I can do this one. Now, this is the layout that I selected, or just created, I should say, as a custom layout. This one right here is a custom layout, and notice that with the PDF as a media slot, with the PDF that I've uploaded into the system, and notice that that PDF actually stays there. That PDF is here, right here. So that PDF I've loaded into the system. Now I have my camera on top of my presentation, and I can just go through my presentation by hitting the arrow keys on my keyboard. Let there be light, make the sound investment, understand composition, and then there's my digital card. This is my whole setting up your studio presentation in order of importance, right? This is my whole presentation. I could do an entire live stream just like this, or if I wanted to record this, I could record it just like this, and it would be done. I'd hit the record button and be done with it. Now, let's remove that from the screen, remove that from the studio. As we've basically kind of gone through all the different things that you can do in the system, except for actually going live. And I want to show you how to do that by going into this test stream. We're going to click on Enter Studio. So this is the test stream one now. We're going to go into Enter Studio. And while this is connecting, let's pause for a quick break. If you're interested in trying out the full version of StreamYard, I'm going to put a link right in the first comment right below this video, and that's going to get you a free trial, and it's going to allow you to try out all the pro features. So imagine all the stuff that you've been seeing that are free, then getting the pro features. Definitely hit that link, kirkrnugent.live/StreamYard. All right, so we're back, and I'm back in the studio, but this time we have a live stream. You can see that it's scheduled for a particular time. We want to go live with the presentation. So I'm going to add my camera to the screen. I'm going to do present. I'm going to go to slides. And remember, that slideshow will stay right where it was. So I can click on this and I can add that to the screen, go to my custom layout, and now I'm ready to go live. I've got a quick intro, I've got a countdown. So with that said, I'm going to put up this welcome screen and I'm going to click on go live. And we are going live right now. Now we're live, and let's test that out by simply going to play the countdown. It's a built-in countdown that StreamYard gives us. I'm going to go here to view on YouTube, click continue. And there it is. You can see it right there. You can see that countdown is going. I'm going to go back over to here. Once that countdown is done, I want to play my intro, right? And I'm going to take this welcome screen off, and I'm going to go back over here and wait for it to catch up to us. And so now you're seeing that intro is playing. All of this is being done with the free account. And once that intro is done playing, it's going to come back to me. Now you can see me on screen with my name and my lower third. You can see my presentation. You can see my website at the bottom. You see the Powered by StreamYard icon at the top. And I'm just going to put in a comment here. This is all free with this StreamYard account, with the StreamYard free account. Let's go back over to StreamYard now. We can actually go through our slides and we can bring up that comment on screen. Hey, this is great. And that is streaming with the free version of StreamYard. Remove this from the screen. We're going to actually come back to the full, and we're going to end this stream. One of the things you can probably do is just put a thank you for watching. So we can put that up, put up that thank you for watching, and say end stream. And then we can go back over here to StreamYard and we can watch it end. So it says thank you, and then the stream will end. All right. So the stream has ended. how did it go? That's cool and everything like that. One thing I wanted to showcase before we go is that you can do vertical. This broadcast is ended, so we're gonna have to return to the dashboard and go into our test record to showcase that functionality, which will only take a second, but I wanna make sure you see this for yourself because this is functionality that is available to you in the free plan. You can go to general, and again, here we just go to portrait. And when we're at portrait, it changes the landscape, it changes the program window, and I can add my camera there and it's perfect. You have different layouts just for portrait streaming, vertical streaming, and you have different graphics that are just for portrait streaming, vertical streaming. Welcome, be right back. Thank you for watching. And so you will want to upload graphics that are vertical as well. You notice my video will play in that cropped look, and nobody wants that. So you want to make sure your videos are uploaded and they're looking right. You can go live on Instagram, you can go live on YouTube using the vertical stream, which I think is pretty dope. Now that you're all set up with the free plan on StreamYard, a few things to keep in mind to level up would be graphics and video. Notice how I added that PDF, and then recognize that we do have the ability to add those videos into the free version of StreamYard. I'll be doing a Canva free plan tutorial next, so be sure to subscribe to get notified when that video drops. Let me ask this question before we go. Did you know there's an extra step to enable your YouTube account for live streaming? It's fairly simple, and I want you to see it for yourself. In this video, I walk through 3 ways to go live on YouTube, along with setting up your account. Click right here to watch, and I'll see you over there. Later, fam. Enjoy.